All right, fourth graders, we are on Unit 4, Week 4, and our story this week is called Seeker of Knowledge. So make sure you have your word collector out, your headphones, your pencil, and you are ready to learn today. So a few reminders before we get started. Our word work expectations when we're doing our word collector. Make sure to have your headphones in and your volume up. Pause and rewind the video whenever you need to, but make sure you're not fast forwarding. Write your own sentences in your vocab Foursquare. So try not to use the ones that I give you on here because I want you to create your own sentence. And just work hard and be an active learner. All right, our first word this week is ancient. The Colosseum in Rome is ancient. So if you look at this picture, this is the Colosseum in Rome. Okay, so what do you notice about this Colosseum? Okay, what would make it ancient, and what do you think that means? So write that down in your word collector, and then I'll introduce that definition. Ancient means from a time long ago. From a time long ago. So I want you to think about, are these things ancient or not ancient? So I have a few pictures here. One of them would be an iPhone. Okay. Is this from a time long ago, or would this be something that is recent? We would say that an iPhone is definitely not ancient because it is from current time. It's not from long ago. The next is some fossils or bones of a dinosaur. So do you think that is ancient or not ancient? We could say that this definitely is ancient. Dinosaurs are from a long, long time ago. And the last one is a picture of the Egyptian pyramids. So we would say that as well is ancient. It is from a long time ago. Our next word is uncover. You uncover a pot to check the food inside. You uncover a pot to check the food inside. So what do you think uncover means based on this picture and based on that sentence? Uncover means to make something known, to reveal, or to expose. Okay, so to make known, reveal, or expose. Maybe this reminds you of a vocab word from last week. So what is something you would uncover? The picture we have is uncovering a pot to look at the food. That would be an example. You may uncover a present that you have for someone. You might reveal it to them. Our next word is temple. This temple has many carvings on it. So look at this building. Okay, it's called a temple. So what do you think a temple is, or maybe the purpose of a temple? You can write that down in your word collector. So a temple is a building used for the service or worship of God or gods. So building used for the service or worship of a god or gods. Okay, you might think of a synonym as kind of like a church. Okay, but temples, as you can see in this picture, are very elaborate or very fancy looking, very nice. Okay, and temples may even be ancient buildings. Our next word is seeker. This boy is a seeker of information. So using the picture clues and that sentence clues, think about what does seeker mean, or what is a seeker? A seeker is one who tries to find or one who searches. So someone who tries to find or searches. So what is something that you seek information for? Okay. If you're doing a report, if we think about our Olympian projects that we did, you were seekers of knowledge. You were seeking information or searching for information about your Olympian. So that would be an example of being a seeker. Our next word is link. Each link in this chain connects to another link. each link in this chain connects to another link. So think about what link means. So a link is anything that joins or connects like a loop of a chain does. Okay, so if you look at these pictures, we have made paper chains. When we do cause and effect, we've made a cause and effect chain. Okay, so each piece of paper would be considered a link in that chain. And you may have seen a chain used maybe in like your shed or your garage or something like that. Each piece of that chain is a link that connects each one. Our next word is scholars. These scholars are dressed for a graduation. So maybe if you've ever been to a graduation ceremony for maybe a brother or sister or a cousin or a family member, and you might have seen people dressed like this there, those are scholars. So think about, who are those people? What does scholars mean? So scholars are learned persons or people having much knowledge. So people who have a lot of knowledge. So where might you find people that are scholars? Like our picture said, we would see those people at graduations. We may see them at a lot of colleges. Okay, they might be professors or they might do research. So we might see them at a college or at a library or at a graduation. Our next word is translate. Signs like these translate words from English to French. So if you look up at this sign, the first line, departure gates, that's obviously in English. And then the bottom part is in French. So signs like these translate words from English to French. So think about what translate means. Translate means to change something from one language to another. So to change something from one language to another. So from English to French was the example we just saw. So when would be a time you would need to translate to another language? When would be a time you need to translate to another language? I think of right away if I was going on vacation somewhere maybe, and I would need to, let's say I went to Mexico and they were speaking Spanish. Okay, I might need to translate the Spanish to English for other people in my group to understand them. Okay, or if I was reading a book, sometimes we read books that have a few different words in another language. We've had a few of those this year. I might need to translate those words so I'm able to understand my reading. Our last word this week is triumph. This girl celebrates her triumph. So kind of look at the emotion that's on her face. Think about, what does triumph mean? Triumph means victory or success. Victory or success. So in that picture you could see that girl looked very excited and very happy because she was experiencing triumph or victory or success. So I want you to think about, what is one triumph you've had in 4th grade? One triumph you've had in 4th grade. So maybe that triumph is making new friends. Okay, maybe it is improving on math. Maybe it's getting better at your math facts. Okay, maybe it's becoming a better writer or a better reader. So one success you've had. My triumph in 4th grade so far has been becoming a better teacher throughout the year and improving and learning a lot. All right, kiddos, that was our last word for this week. So if you need to rewind and go back, absolutely go ahead and do that. Thank you for being an active learner today.